Hey guys, and welcome to the very first fall episode of the Signal PopCast, a podcast that brings you exclusive coverage and the latest trends in the entertainment industry. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Katherine Rodriguez. I'm one of the producers for this podcast, and today with me I have the one, the only,
Alyssa Shotwell, the co-producer of the Signal PopCast.
Also with us today we have two very special guests. Guys, do you want to introduce yourselves?
Well, I am Brandon Pena, editor-in-chief of The Signal.
I am Troylon Griffin II, managing editor of Signal, coincidentally second in command.
Co-managing editor of The Signal.
Co-managing editor.
There may be a particular listening to this.
You know that I'm co.
Well, thank you everybody for being here. We have a very special show for you guys today. I know everybody's, getting back from that Labor Day weekend. How was everybody's Labor Day weekend?
Appreciated.
Appreciated?
That's very nice.
That's fair.
It was okay. Monday felt like a Sunday, and I forgot today was Tuesday, and I'm already behind on so much.
I agree.
Yeah, I wish that I didn't have the day off because Monday afternoons are pretty productive, but I wasn't because it was like a second Sunday.
Oh no.
On the bright side, I finished the second Harry Potter book.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually went to the beach. It was great. And then I went to Lake Cumbro.
Wasn't it raining?
Awesome.
No, not really. Yet on the lake, yeah, it was raining. But anyways, we have a very special show for you guys today. We're going to talk about some really cool things. First of all, welcome back, everybody. UHCL is hosting a Weeks of Welcome that happened last week. We had a couple of events. We had the grand opening of the Wellness and Recreation Center. It was really good. We had the Student Orgs Expo coming up tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 to 3 p.m. tomorrow, and on Thursday from 3 to 7. So make sure to swing by. There's going to be a lot of organizations, and that's where you can find out how to get involved. Also, Wednesday, September 5th, the library is going to be hosting an open house from 2 to 6 at, obviously, the library. On September 8th, we have the first film and speaker series of the fall. They're going to be showing Won't You Be My Neighbor? This is happening at the SSCB Lecture Hall at 7 p.m. Just so you know, this is a free event if you have your student ID, and it's, I think, $4 for other guests. Also, very exciting this week, we have a vendor fair at Atrium 1 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's happening Wednesday and Thursday, so make sure to swing by if you want to, buy some cool local art. Other events that you should be looking out for this semester are the I Heart UHCL. That's a celebration in which we celebrate our school and our pride. Have you guys had some time to check out the new rec center in the STEM building?
Yes, I went to the rec center on Friday, and I sprained my my ring finger playing basketball. It is much better now, but if you look very closely, you can see it's still a bit swollen. But it was amazing, it was fun, and I got hurt, and I fell down in the middle of the game.
Well, I've been to both. I went to the STEM building we walked Troylon to Troylon to his class on his first day.
Like my father.
It was a sweet moment, but I just wanted to see the building, so I just tagged along. And it was like we got to the first floor, and I was like, so where's your class at? It's like, oh, it's on the second floor. Well, let's just go walk you up there.
Yeah.
So as soon as we got to the first class, and he dropped him off, he's like, okay, bye. And we just kept walking.
That's so cute.
I saw the rec center for the first time in person last week, and it was so beautiful. Yeah, it's insane. Like, the pictures don't serve it justice. I've been looking at the pictures for since they've been posting them on their public social media, and it's really great. You should go check it out.
They have a smoothie bar, guys.
They have a smoothie bar, that's
They're
right.
They're going to be serving Starbucks there.
I know.
It's so cool.
Make sure when you go that you bring your student ID. You needed that at the previous gym location, but there's a whole big check-in desk now.
And make sure you stop by, I believe it's Student Life, to get your updated sticker on the back of your card, because that way it shows you're from this semester.
Also, the locker systems in the rec center are amazing. Like, you
that
can
is
literally,
true.
make your own combination. I mean, you got to remember it, obviously.
That's awesome. I went a couple times last week. It's a really good facility. They have a bunch of amenities, so definitely check it out. Make sure that you don't go out during peak times because you never know.
So our next topic at hand, we're going to be talking about Crazy Rich Asians. This film was a big deal for several reasons. The writer of the novel in which the movie was based off of is called Kevin Kwan, and he is not only a UHCL alumni, but one of the Signal, back when it was called the Euclidean.
Woohoo!
I said that right?
Yeah, you said it right.
This movie featured the first predominantly Asian cast since Joy Luck Club in 1993, so that's 25 years. And then the first predominantly Asian cast, not featuring just those from Western countries, was Memoirs of a Geisha in 2005. So it's been long overdue. This movie just passed $117 million, and that's been set as the top grossing rom-com in 9 years. Not counting Silver Linings Playbook, because they said that was like a specialty movie, whatever that means. So yeah, this movie is breaking records left and right, and it was beautiful.
It was. I'm not a big fan of like rom-coms, but like this was a really, really good one. It was like really good, and I wanted to watch it again, but I didn't want to go to the theater, so I have to wait until it comes out on DVD. But it's definitely a good movie. It kind of like, it's just nice to see again, especially because it's such a diverse cast, and for it to still be making the kind of money that it is, and like reaching the charts, like how high it is in the charts and all, like that just speaks to how much, you know, people want to see these types of movies. That, I mean, it's a very traditional, like simple plot line that I've seen before, but it was done in a different way in that it had a diverse cast, and it's still popular, it's still interesting, and it makes it unique because you bring in a different culture and how they might interpret certain things, or you know, just stuff like that. It was really cool to see.
It pisses me off because I was gonna watch it yesterday and I did not, so I have nothing to say. That's it.
Something. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, I just think like, you know, I gotta say this has just been like a really, you know, good year, especially in this day and age when we have so much controversy going on with race. This has been just like a really good year for, you know, films that break ground because of their diversity, or just because, you know, they have minority cast. I mean, just a few months ago, well, beginning of the year, you know, there was Black Panther, which was like a big major black superhero film. Now we have a major film like Crazy Rich Asians, which is taking, you know, again, like Brandon said, a genre that one would think is worn out, but revitalizing, giving this brand new energy by having such a great diverse cast and everything. And it's just, you know, a really good year for that.
Not just worn out, like people have been considering rom-coms like something that will be of the past, or something of nostalgia, and it just gave like new life to it, and some really interesting things to it, other than things traditionally in a rom-com like love. There was the aspect of the culture clashes between between different classes of economics, or people that were born in Asia, Singapore, China, and the immigrant children who are like kind of caught in between their parents' world and then the world that they live in now. So it was really good.
And it's based off the books of the trilogy of books that Kevin Kwan wrote, and I started reading them. They're really good. You guys
awesome.
should definitely pick them up. They're selling them in the UHCL bookstore.
Yeah.
So
There's
go check
20%
them out.
off too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
If you can't see it in theaters for whatever reason, I heard that it might come to UHCL. They've been plugging him.
I am sure.
It's supposed to. It's
I think
one of
it's
the film speaker series.
Yeah, it's in sometime in November.
Yeah.
I think it's the 2nd or the 12th, if I'm not wrong, that they're showing it at the SCB Lecture Hall.
Yeah.
As a part of the film and speaker series.
Yeah, Kevin Kwan should come here.
I
Don't forget your
I
roots.
agree.
I haven't read the book yet. I have it checked out from the library, but I'm kind of glad I saw the movie first, because like just the immense extravagance, like you cannot imagine.
Yeah.
In like a new century, like when people think of extravagance in the movies, they think of like royalty in the whatever hundreds or the turn of the century, but this was like just a different type of royalty with technology, and they showed technology really, really interestingly in this movie.
Yeah.
Our next topic is the Emmys.
That's right. So the 70th annual Primetime Emmy Awards are happening on September 17th at 7 p.m. Central Time on NBC. Are you guys excited?
I am.
I am too.
I need to watch some of the shows first.
You gotta catch up on a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot to catch up on. My shows weren't nominated.
All right, Alyssa, are you excited? No, you were gonna say something?
No, yeah, I am excited. I'm still kind of bummed about certain people not being nominated, but there was still like a lot of really great people in every category, or really great shows in every category, and really diverse nominees too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not
All right.
Can I just say, for the acting categories, there's too many nominees. There's like 8 people per category. That's too many. You need to narrow it down to at least 4 or 5. There are too many options. Like, I understand, like, it's like one of those things where everybody wins, everybody gets a trophy or something. Like, you get a. But come on, there are winners and losers. You
Oh
can
my
narrow
God,
it down
that's-
more.
Well, I don't.
That makes it hard for the people who's voting, though, because I think how many
No,
times
but
could
it
you
narrows
vote
it-
per category?
there's, like, it narrows it down because then you're not like, oh, I lost to like one person, like with everybody, like all these other like 7 actors. Like there's
Yeah.
just too many. Like,
Well-
and then it becomes less like, if everybody gets nominated, then what's the prestige about being nominated?
I would agree with Brandon. You have to narrow it down. So now let's talk about some predictions then. We're not gonna go into every category because there's a million of them, and like we were just talking about, there's a million people. But we're gonna go over like I guess some of the bigger ones. So for drama series, who do you guys?
For drama series, Game of Thrones, hands down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so
It's like,
I would hope for Game of Thrones, but I don't know. People seem to love This Is Us. So
I love
Oh
This
my
Is
God,
Us,
yes.
but Game of Thrones for me. I mean, it's a lot of production.
What about you,
that goes
Alyssa?
into that.
I'm gonna say pass on the Game of Thrones because the writing has sucked the last 2 seasons.
Oh!
Gasp!
Okay, I did not.
Oh.
I haven't read the books yet, but there's a quality drop the longer that the show has gone past the books, and I still love it, and I will still get on social media and then argue with people and be like,
Hey, it's
Sharon,
What's
yeah.
your favorite series?
okay. The angst in that. I'm between The Crown and The Handmaid's Tale, but I'm kind of leaning on The Handmaid's Tale because I had to like pause a few times and just like what is going on in like a very freaked out way. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I'm gonna go Handmaid's Tale.
This
I know-
category is really hard, man. You have The Handmaid's Tale, Game of Thrones, This Is Us, The Crown, The Americans, Stranger Things, and Westworld. Like, how can you put all of those together?
I love Stranger Things, but does it really need to be nominated for this category? I don't see that. It's
That was my
par.
pick, so I'm gonna stay quiet. But yeah,
I just don't see it like being on par with like
yeah, you can't
Handmaid's
compare. Yeah,
Tale and
the Game of Thrones. It's
I mean,
like it's a good show. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Stranger Things, but like I don't see it like being one of the
one of the
best.
top.
well, I mean, I've always been a bit shocked at how loved the show is. Like, even on IMDb, it's rated a bit higher than I think it should be. But I still love the show.
Ooh.
Nevertheless, I think that as a person who likes sci-fi, I'm glad a sci-fi work has been nominated. But I can definitely see where you're coming from. I mean, because Game of Thrones has such a big legacy. And Stranger
Yeah,
Things is
absolutely.
just
I
this
completely
little
agree.
show.
I want Game of Thrones to win something, but not this time.
All right. What about comedy series? We have Atlanta, Barry, Blackish, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Glow, The Marvelous vs. Maisel, Silicon Valley, and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Blackish!
I wrote down like 4 shows trying to narrow it down. So like, how did they do it?
I didn't watch any of these, so
I watched
to me it's a toss up. But
Really? Blackish? No Blackish? I like Blackish. It's hilarious.
Can I just say, I hope that Grownish gets
Think
more
of that
recognition in
laptop.
the future. Just saying. Sorry, off topic, but I love Blackish too.
Maisel was amazing, but I feel like this would be a Glow or Kimmy Schmidt win.
no. Okay, I've known of Kimmy Schmidt, but like, do you really think that's like?
It was its best season.
It's possible.
To
Like
me,
I
it's
was
like-
almost crying,
I don't know.
I was the most crying.
like in laughter, not. Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah.
But Blackish did some really good stuff with like things have been heightened sensitivity since the show has started, and it deals with topics very well. But as far as like the comedy part of it. There was like 5 episodes this last season that I don't know if the show is going to continue because it was so sad. So I don't even think it should be in this category.
What do you mean it was
God.
sad?
I can't tell you, it's spoilery.
Alright, next category. Let's talk about reality competition. This is a funny one. We have The Amazing Race, American Ninja Warrior, Project Runway, RuPaul's Drag Dance, Top Chef, and The Voice.
The Voice.
Of course.
Yeah.
I already know what I was going to get into.
I go with The Voice. I mean, I personally consider... Okay, please don't... None of you guys kill me, but I feel like reality TV is like the lowest of the low when it comes to television.
Oh.
But The Voice, to me, when I was watching when it first came out, I enjoyed it. It was legitimately, you know, entertaining and stuff. I don't know. There's something about reality TV that sometimes gets...
Way too much, yeah.
I don't watch any of these shows.
Yay!
I'm not a big reality TV person either. The shows that I watch, reality TV wise, have to do with like art. So like those
Art Attack? Just kidding.
The ones like where they do like the makeup and stuff like that.
Like Face Off.
Face Off or Project Runway. Or I like just super silly reality TV, like Nailed It or Making It. I don't like the serious competition.
Yeah.
And then also,
What
even
about-
sometimes the most entertaining ones are the most ridiculous, and there's no reason they should be nominated, like Big Brother.
Okay.
I'll watch me some Big Brother.
I like Top Chef. I love cooking shows. I mean, I'm sorry.
You can never go wrong with a cooking
That's
show.
what I'm saying. It's really good. What about variety sketch series?
Ooh.
We have Saturday Night Live, Portlandia, Drunk History,
Saturday Night Live one.
Tracy Ullman's show, At Home with My whatever that is, and I Love You, America. Did you ever guys Drunk History?
I watch it.
My God.
I like Drunk History. It's funny.
Has it
I
won
think it's a little
anything
too
yet?
much.
I don't think so. I think it's like the first time it's nominated. I don't remember it being nominated before.
I don't know. I haven't seen the seasons in order. I always like pick random episodes on Hulu.
Yeah.
So I can't say if like this season is worthy, but this show is worthy of getting one. And what you said about SNL, you were just like, only pick the best, and you're like, can SNL not win?
But like it always gets like
It's the only good one.
No.
I mean,
like,
SNL isn't even really that good anymore.
No, I'm Kate
Not
McKinnon
since
for
the
life.
70s.
I mean, it's just I don't know.
I see what you mean. I mean, it does get tiring. It's like you know it's gonna. There's no
It's
excitement.
like there's that one award, the SAG Awards. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, she wins every year, and it's just like really. Anyways, that's just my own
All right.
personal rant.
Well, remember, guys, the Emmys are happening on Monday, September 17th at 7 p.m. Central Time on NBC. So, well, after the ceremony, we'll definitely, talk about what happens there. I'm excited to see.
Real quick, limited series. The one that's nominated, Godless. Go check it out. It's really good. It's on Netflix.
No!
It's the best
No!
show you'll see on Netflix. Go see it.
Hashtag sponsors.
Literally, thank you, Godless, for sponsoring our show. All right, we have a very, very special thing that I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to, leave it up to Alyssa.
Alyssa and Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah, the movie league. So we started the Signal a fantasy movie league. This event runs similar to what I understand is a football movie.
Football movie?
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football. Yes, that. You pick movies every week that you believe will do very well in the box office. You pick 8 slots. I'm saying everything like the opposite. You pick 8 slots, and however much in the million that the movies make is your score at the end of the week. The picks are locked on Friday, and on Monday we will see who championed the weekend. This movie league we're going to be running for 13 weeks.
Yep.
And
It starts this week.
yes, so you can go download the app or make an account right now. Make sure when you make that account that you join our league. You're going to default into the Fantasy Movie League. But join the Signals League. We have it set up in the description of this podcast. We'll have the link of how to join.
Yeah.
So
And there's also, if you guys are students, you check your UHCL email. I just sent it out this morning. You can find a list of instructions here. It tells you how to play, how to join, and gives you links to all those really cool things. And we're also giving away prizes.
what are the prizes?
Well, Glad you asked. First place winner will get a $25 gift certificate to the movie theater of their choice. And then there's also going to be a drawing for anyone who's participated in at least 6 weeks of the competition for a really cool pop culture goodie bag.
That's awesome.
This competition, it's basically you log in once a week and you make your picks. If something crazy happens, controversial, maybe you want to change your picks, maybe that movie's gonna bomb, or yeah, it's a fun way to interact with what's going on in entertainment and with the Signal. So make sure you join.
So
Absolutely.
compete with us. We're very competitive people, so
Yeah,
bring
like
it on.
Brandon usually beats me even when I really try. Like this last weekend.
10-3.
Oh my god, that's awesome. Alright, so make sure that you guys check your emails for info on how to join our movie league. Now, in rotating topics, we're going to talk about the fun things to do in Houston for this month. So first of all, it's Hispanic Heritage Month. So look for events all month long. Actually, on September 16th, we have the Fiestas Patrias, is a community parade that celebrates the Hispanic culture and heritage. So make sure to check that out. Also on September 29th, the Galveston Island Shrimp Fest. Have you guys been to a shrimp fest?
No, but I love
Oh
me
my
some
god, it's
shrimp.
the best.
Oh,
It's
no.
genuinely the best. Also, September 29th, we have Oktoberfest. Big German festival, a lot of delicious food, a lot of cool drinks, which means beer, but absolutely check that out. Also, this Texas Renaissance Festival starts this September 29th. I've never been to the Renaissance Festival.
Really?
Yeah, I've never
I haven't either.
Me neither.
I went
What?
once.
Are you serious?
But I said like I did.
Okay.
I went and got in a car accident, and the electricity was out in the county, which it sounds like you wouldn't need electricity for a Renaissance festival. You do. You can't pay for anything.
My god,
know.
that's
Wow, they're so advanced.
All right, Alyssa, why don't you tell us about some of the things that will be coming out in the theaters and Netflix this, coming weeks?
So there's a lot of new movies that are coming out September. I'm just going to list the ones in the beginning because we're going to have another episode late September to talk about the rest. September 7th, we have Peppermint. That's coming out in theaters. That has Jennifer Gardner in it, kind of returning to her roots of an action flick. She used to be on Alias before she was known for rom-coms. The movie The Nun, if you like scary stuff.
Oh,
Not me.
I saw the trailer. I was like, no.
They
Never.
were scaring
Oh,
people on YouTube. Another
I hate
movie
that.
that comes out September 7th is called Next Gen. It's an animated movie with John Krasinski and a few other famous names. And this is going to be on Netflix September 7th. September the 14th, there's 2 big movies coming out. In theaters, it's going to be Predator, the umpteenth Predator and Alien movie coming out in theaters.
Woohoo!
And then on Netflix, there's going to be a movie called The Dragon Prince. This is another animated movie. It's from the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender and has been receiving so much praise from film festivals and cons that they've done private screenings for. So it's going to be really good. September the 21st, there's 3 movies that come out. There's The House with a Clock in the Walls. That's the new Jack Black film. That's going to be in theaters September 21st. And then 2 things on Netflix. There's a movie called Napoli Ever After, and then there's a movie called Maniac. That stars Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
Ooh.
Don't watch that trailer before you go to bed. It's kind of freaky. It doesn't look scary. It just looks like a thriller, but it's weird. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. Just watch it. I can't even explain
The
it.
first thing I'm gonna do though is watch Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
I cannot go again another day with people telling me, "I'm
Yeah.
watching again." I'm like, no.
You didn't watch it?
I
What kind of
know.
pop are you?
I know. Well, yeah, that's it for you guys. I know it was a lot, but we want to wish you again a happy welcome back. Make sure to follow us on social media. Our Facebook is Signal PopCast. So if you have any suggestions, please feel free to email us.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. We will be live tweeting the Emmys on September 17th, which is a Monday. And also be sure to follow us that weekend because Alyssa and I will be at the Fandemic Tour Comic Convention.
Oh,
It's gonna be really cool. So if
yeah.
any of you guys are out there, come find us, tweet us so we can say hi, hello, and
Congratulations to the winner, Michaela. This is
Yeah.
old news, but
congratulations to Michaela Dillon. She won 2 3-day passes, which is really cool. 3-day passes is
Whoa, that's
Oh, it's like
awesome.
So
That's
right
awesome.
there.
All right, thank you everybody for joining us today. Again, my name is Katherine Rodriguez, and it was a pleasure. With me today was also
Alyssa Shotwell.
Troylon Griffin II.
Brandon Pena.
all right. Thank you guys, and see you next time.
Farewell.